What's going on, guys? Welcome to the new 50 Noob. I am Simple Simon, I am your comic book noob, and I am at Big City Comics with my boy Mark. Say hi, Mark.
Happy birthday, Simon!
Hey! We've got a fun episode planned for you today. We're doing social distancing here.
I'm not really that tiny.
This episode today is inspired by a YouTube show that I recently discovered, which has become one of my favorite things to watch. And that is a show called Comicgories, which is featured on the Boy Who Had Seven's YouTube channel. I will leave a link to it up here. If you have not heard of it or if you haven't watched it, hit that link now. Forget about what you're watching here, that's much more fun. Mark, I showed you the show the other day. I sent you a link. What do you think, mate, of the show?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
That's right.
Absolutely a great diverse of characters as well, not only the books, and just to see what people, how they interpret the categories that are given. Yeah, I love it. It was very highly entertaining.
That's right. If you're into comic books, I highly recommend it. It is an amazing show. Basically, Matt, who runs the channel, The Boy Who Had Seven, he basically invites people from the comic book community, and they play a game where they go head to head, where there's a bunch of there's a bunch of categories, and they pick a category randomly, and the contestants basically have 30 seconds to go through their comic collection and pick a cover that best represents that category. The kicker is the 30 seconds, right? That is, I felt under pressure, so we're not doing that today. Basically, me and Mark are going to do a modified version where I've just picked a bunch of categories. A lot of them are taken directly from the show, and we're just going to show you the books that we would have played.
And an explanation why we chose.
And an explanation as well.
That's what I can't wait for.
Oh no. The veteran versus the noob.
Again? Are you saying I'm old?
Hey, I'm getting there too. It's my birthday yesterday. Remember, I'm getting there too. So, this video is going to be called Poor Man's Comicgories.
Oh, poor man.
Let's do this. Alright, so this is how it's going to work. We've got our covers ready to go. I'll let you know the categories that we're going to be doing. And look, and again, I've taken a lot of these categories directly from the show Comicgories. Like Matt, if you're watching this, I'm not trying to take any credit. This is absolutely your idea and it's fantastic. I will leave a link to a Comicgories episode at the end of this video. So if you haven't already clicked on the earlier link and you want to check out that show, I do advise any comic book fan who hasn't watched it to check out that show. It's so good.
Hang on, before you say anything, Lady Fantastic, call me.
Lady Fantastic! Big fan?
You know who you are. Oh, big fan.
Big fan?
Big fan.
Big fan of Lady Fantastic. Yeah, she's hilarious. She's really funny. She likes singing songs and yeah, really a great personality.
How you do it?
Comic book community. Alright, so I'll read out the categories. Now, obviously we are going to try to, sorry, I didn't explain that in the show, when they show their covers, they have to try to sell the cover to you. Because, you know, they might not necessarily pick the best cover for that category, but it often is about the way they sell it. I guess there's no one voting. Let us know in the comments though, what you think of these covers and what covers that you would potentially choose for these categories. But there is no losers on this show.
That's your opinion, buddy.
Yeah, well, secretly in our heads, we'll be like, I kicked your ass. But I'm really excited actually to finally see some of Mark's comic book collection. So I'm really pumped. He's going to destroy me in some categories, but I've got a few aces up my sleeves, I think. All right, so here are the categories we're going to be doing today. 12 categories, that's 12 covers, 24 books we're going to show you. So yellow cover is going to be first. Second cover will be a horror cover. The third cover will be a shiny cover. So like a chrome or a foil sort of cover. Yeah, we all like shiny covers. Number 4 will be a guns cover. Pew pew, or a guns cover.
Oh.
Didn't think of that, did you?
No,
right.
I've got my own gun.
Speech bubble cover for number 5. Then we're going to go with an issue 1 cover, followed by an issue 50 cover. Then we're going to do a death cover, a Joker cover. I can't wait for this one. A sexy cover. Oh my goodness, what do we have in store for you guys? And remember, we haven't seen each other's books. Then the last 2 will be a signed cover. I have no doubt you're going to destroy me in that category because I've just got Tom Taylor. The final one, now this is going to be a tough one because I'm very confident in my last cover, which is the romance cover, but This guy said he's got a trick up his sleeve for that one too. So they are the 12 categories. I guess we'll take in turns. I'll go first, and then every second round, then you go first, and vice versa.
Whatever, man.
All right, guys, place your bets now. The noob or the vet? Alright, so yellow cover, I'll go first. Now I changed this morning. My yellow cover is an old vintage cover. I figured I just needed to have at least one in my collection. So my yellow cover is an old school one here. Superman issue 276. Have a look at that bad boy there, yeah? That's yellow in the background there. Now look at this face off in the middle here.
You're getting a glare, buddy, you're getting a glare.
The story you thought we'd never dare print, but guess what? They printed it and it's in my hands right now. The fight to decide the superhero championship of the world. Now, watch this. Who is that fight between? But yeah, Shazam versus Superman.
Well, it looks like Shazam.
I thought I was gonna trick you with that one.
No, mate.
What a veteran.
So I can tell you a bit of stories about that if you want.
Yeah, please do, because I thought you were going to say Shazam, but no, you can't catch this guy out.
This was, before he was named Shazam, he was called Captain Marvel. And so,
but that's not Captain Marvel, is it?
Yeah, man.
Is it?
He was called Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but
Shazam.
that's Captain Marvel. I know that.
Well, so what they did, Marvel put in, like, can't use that name. It's Marvel. In the transition before he got the name Shazam, they had to change his name. I'm not sure what the name was, but that's why they changed the symbol.
It's a cute though, that's a good cover.
It is, yeah, great cover. Is that your only vintage one?
That's my only vintage one. I'm sure all your books are vintage.
And why did you purchase it?
I bought this off my buddy Greyman, who's a YouTuber who collects nothing but... Oh no, I didn't buy it. He gave this to me.
Oh, what a nice man. Thanks, Greyman.
He gave me a bunch of free books when I bought a couple of books off him. Let's see what you got, boy. I'm
gonna show off first. I'm gonna do it differently. So, what I chose was Flash 21. Right from the current series.
Angle it down.
Angle it down so you can see it, like it's a lenticular cover as well. But it's not only has I chose it for the badge.
Oh, I know what
the Watchman badge button. It's from the Button series. Never available in Australia. Lenticular one was never available in Australia. We had to. I bought it from a vendor here. Who got it imported in. Well, I bought this before I even had the store.
Oh, that's not even the one I was thinking of.
No, so I'll show it to you, don't worry. I chose it for the button and for the reverse flash. Here in Aussie land, we were a bit ripped. And the reason why we couldn't get it is because of the smiley face, because of copyright, because the smiley face icon is licensed here in Australia.
Very good. All right, so the next cover will be, that's a good cover. The horror cover.
Oh,
right, so Mark will go first.
I'll go first. Okay, so with the horror cover, I chose Bram Stoker's Dracula, the issue 1 from the adaptation of the Francis Ford Coppola movie.
Wow, that's a good one.
With the art by Mike Mignola.
Show these guys. That is
right.
That is. I know. Ashley, a Yelp would like that one.
I absolutely love this movie. I love Dracula anyway. I have nearly every version at home, like book at home, like novel by Bram Stoker. So I had to get the adaptation, the comic book adaptation. So that's what I chose for horror.
That's a good cover.
He's my ultimate horror character. We came in his bag and I came with a trading card from the movie. All 4 issues did that. And I thought, yeah, I'd choose this.
That is a great cover. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That's a good one. I knew that you'd probably get me in this category because I really struggled to begin with. I literally was like, what am I going to show off? I literally was just like looking at Batman Who Laughs covers. It's like, oh, I guess that's scary. Like I literally really struggled for this category. And then the final box I went through, I was like, oh my God, of course. I've got all of these covers. And that is, you probably know that Deceased did a bunch of horror movie variant covers, right? Now, you think I picked that one. No, I did not. I picked issue 2, which was the Nightmare on Elm Street variant. There you go. Very nice there. You got a Poison Ivy in the bed there and
so why is it the Nightmare on Elm Street cover?
Why? It was, what do you mean why the Nightmare on Elm Street? Which one is it? Or
like, why is it the Nightmare on Elm Street? I mean, it hasn't got written Nightmare on Elm Street, so the person who looks at it, who recognises it as Nightmare on Elm Street, recognises it from.
He's trying to steal my sale. So, look, everyone who's into horror movies and who grew up watching Nightmare on Elm Street knows damn well that is from, I actually don't know, is it Nightmare on Elm Street 2 or 3? That cover? No? one is it?
Do you want me to sell it for you?
Yeah, can you sell it for me?
It's from Nightmare on Elm Street.
I need the
very first
the very
movie,
first one.
copy of the movie poster.
Yes, I just.
I mean, Johnny Depp's first film as well.
That's right, Johnny Depp. He dies.
and,
Spoiler
you know,
alert. So that was my horror movie cover. I'll give it to you, mate. I think yours is better.
Oh,
right.
thanks, man.
All right, so next cover will be a shiny cover. I'm excited to see what you got, but I think you're going to be quite surprised with what I brought to the table here.
Okay.
All right. The reason I have this cover is because Wizard magazine back in the day used to come with like a little collectible card, right? Was it?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Some kind of collectible card. I remember having this card a long time ago when I was younger, back in the 90s. One day, obviously once I ventured into comic books, I saw that card as a comic and I was like, oh my God, I need to have that right now.
You're not going to show me first?
Okay, I'll show you first. And that is a Lady Death
Whoa.
cover right there. You didn't see that cover, did you?
No, I didn't know you were actually into Lady Death.
Well, I haven't read it, so it was a nostalgic thing for me. I do have another Lady Death comic, which I still haven't read still, but that is my Lady Death shiny.
That's
Cool,
very
look at
nice.
that chrome.
So shiny.
Look at that chrome. Hey, the title's up here.
Crime and cleavage.
Look at that, right? That is a beauty. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Hey, oh, come on, man. Settle down. Settle. I know you're in lockdown. I know you're in lockdown.
Yeah,
Settle
I'm
down.
getting lonely. Yeah, but that is a sweet, sweet chrome cover. Lovely. Let's see what you got, Mark.
Very good. I'm impressed.
Yes,
I'm
right.
impressed.
You know I'm impressed.
I'm impressed.
Yes.
I'm impressed. So,
Come on.
okay, so my shiny one is also a 100th issue. Mine is Wolverine 100.
Ooh, so you can't even see the hologram anymore.
It's very hard, yeah. It's very hard to see a hologram. I'll try my best to show you, but it is from the Wolverine first series. Yeah, so it's issue 100 of Wolverine. So I'll try my best. So I'm sure you can see it there.
Angles down a bit as well.
There you go. That's better. Now hopefully you can see it changing. Absolutely love this cover as well. I thought it was great. It was the fashion of the time. A lot of lenticular and 3D stuff came out during this time. Skeleton to skin. I love it. So what do you think of that?
That was.
Vote for it.
I think my cover's better than that cover. Just
Why? Because of cleavage?
Yes, everyone loves some cleavage. Even
Everyone
girls
loves
love
Wolverine, but
Yeah, fair enough. Guns cover. Take it away, Mark.
guns cover, huh? Well, I went.
You also even has guns in the back.
Well, sometimes I pack my comics back.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay. So this is a Punisher cover from the Garth Ennis run, the Max run.
I heard that's the best Punisher run.
It is. So that is my guns cover.
Ooh, that's a lot of guns.
It's a lot of
That
guns.
is a lot of
It is
guns.
one of my favourite.
My goodness.
One of my favourite covers of the Punisher. It is back when Garth Ennis was doing Punisher, Welcome Back Frank, Marvel Knights and the Max. All the covers were done by Tim Bradstreet, and they were absolutely beautiful covers. A lot of the time, even if you didn't read Punisher, you bought them for the covers. I have no doubt that when Thomas Jane was cast as the Punisher, he was cast off Tim Bradstreet's art.
Yeah, your cover's better than mine. But I'll show you mine anyway. My guns cover, I'll have to try to sell it to you. Who's a character that would never use a gun?
Batman?
Batman would never use a gun. But how about this version of Batman? The Grim Knight. Oh my goodness, that is Batman armed to the teeth with guns right there. Right there, guns there,
Batman
there.
with a gun.
That's Punisher Batman right there. If Batman showed up with guns versus the Punisher, who would win? I think Batman would win.
Blasphemy, right? That is just another episode right there. That is another episode all to itself.
All right, but that is my guns cover. It's pretty sweet, right? It's pretty sweet. I would say if I was voting, I probably would vote for Mark on that one. But still,
Wait, it is
let me know in the comments if you would vote for this one.
It's the variant cover?
This was the variant, yes. Speech bubble covers the next one. I'm just gonna tap out here.
This was
struggled.
the hardest.
This was the hardest one. I went through my speech bubble covers and like, these all suck.
I couldn't find any speech bubble covers,
I
man.
found plenty, but they were just so lame. I was like, there's nothing cool about this at all. I had to try to go and combine a few other elements and, throw in some sexiness in there as well.
Oh, okay.
Sex sells, people. So I had to go with some Catwoman, Gerald Jones,
Nice.
standing there saying, come on in. we're just getting started.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that how you're selling it?
That's how I'm selling. No, she's selling it for me, baby.
Is it
Look at her. If she was saying that to you, would you come on in?
Actually, I probably wouldn't.
What?
She's wearing a mask, man.
So that is my speech bubble cover. I don't think it's that great. It just says, come on in, we're just getting started. I mean, that was the best one I could find. Come on, man, what do you got? What do you got? Show me what you got.
I've got.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's what I've got.
That's
Predator versus Judge Dredd.
That's a sick cover.
Look at that. Look at that. Huh? In your wildest dreams, would you ever see a crossover like that? Dude, this is why I read comics, for crossovers like this. Never in your life will you ever see in any other media form, apart from comics. I love it. Look at it. Huh? Look at that. And what? Please read out what he says.
I am the law.
That's right. In the Predator.
No, that's Stallone.
That's Stallone.
Stallone playing the Predator.
So what do you think about that? Huh? That is. It took me a while to find it, to be honest.
That's a winner there. All right, and issue 1 cover.
You're gonna nod your head and say, yep, that's Mark all over. This is the first solo Robin book series.
Oh yeah, I've seen that book before.
It is Tim Drake. It is a mini-series. So the first book was a mini-series. So this is Robin 1, they did 2 and 3 as well.
I just want to say something while you're trying to sell it over there.
Yep.
I don't like that art. Look at that Robin. Look at his face. It looks weird.
It is awesome. It is Robin all over. Tim Drake deserved his own series, and finally we got his own series. He was a great Robin. You know, he brought humility back to Batman, sense of family as well, after the loss of Jason. So,
I prefer my cover than yours in this round. I'm just going to say.
Hang on. First of all, he didn't like the art. You know who did this? You know who is the artist from this? So the same guy who did The Killing Joke, Ryan Ballard.
He's having a bad day.
Oh, mate!
So my number 1 could have qualified for many categories. It could have qualified for horror. It could have qualified for shiny. It could have qualified for sexy. But I've chosen it as number 1, and that is. And look, who doesn't love Francesco Martina? Yeah. I got me some Heroes in Crisis.
Ooh,
Martina variant. Shiny.
Wow.
Number 1.
Oh,
horror.
Where did you get that from?
Sexiness. Mate, I paid top dollar for this freaking book.
Mate, sorry, but one category. You can't point out all the other categories.
So, okay.
One
It is a number 1, but look at
this guy.
look at that beauty. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. Look at that. It is a beauty.
Impressed.
But can you see? You didn't know I had that, did you, Mark? No. This is one of my favorite covers of all time.
That is a beautiful cover.
Look at that. Now the Virgin variant of this is worth a lot of money. I couldn't afford that one. But I like shiny things anyway, so I actually quite like that I got the foil version.
You gotta slab that.
But
you should slab it.
Yeah, I would slab it if it didn't have these dings in the body.
Doesn't matter, you should still slab it. Even if it had dings, you should still slab it.
Yeah, well, that's a story for another time.
It's nice. I just want to have a look at it. I've never seen it. Category was number 1. That's right. Not the shiny, not the sexy.
Number 1.
You're one of the most number 1.
Well, number 1 of one of the most let down series of all time.
Oh.
Hey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Heroes in Crisis.
Then why say stuff like that?
Because it ended really badly. So the next category, Comicgories,
Just saying.
is issue 50 cover, right? One of the first 2 books I ever bought when I started collecting comic books happened to be Batman issue 50. But that is not the book I'm going to show you for my issue 50. I'm going to show you the other book I bought that same day, which is Catwoman issue 1. Look at his face. All right, now, so the first 2 books I ever bought was Batman issue 50 and Catwoman issue 1, right? So not only does this have speech bubbles in it, but it also has Selena Kyle. It also has Selena Kyle holding a copy of the other book that I bought, which happens to be Batman issue 50. Right there, can you see that? And she's like, read Batman issue 50 first or I'll spoil the whole thing. There it is. There is the first comic I bought.
Where?
First
Look at
2
this guy.
books I bought in one cover,
Look at this
baby.
guy.
That's right.
Oh, good job, good job. Oh, okay, yeah.
I set that one up real good.
Yeah, that's good, smart, it's clever, it's clever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you like that? You like
it's even
that?
got written Batman 50. Yeah, clever, clever. Yeah, clever. I'll give you that. It's very clever, very clever.
Show us your books.
I will. Okay. So my 50 is a key.
I've
So
got some keys on me right now.
he's really downplaying comics right now. He's really making a joke of all of us, really, about keys. So what I chose was Flash 50 from Wally West, and it is the reason why it's a key. It's the introduction of not only a new suit, he gets a suit, but a suit made straight from the Speed Force. He does away with the ring suit, the one that pops out of the ring, and his suit is made out of the Speed Force. That's why it's a key.
Show the people your
Oh,
cover, mate.
Absolutely, reading the Flash, Wally West Flash from get-go, and and getting to this stage, I just thought, wow, he knows that I am in the league, and that's it. He just knows.
Come
He's
on, man.
reaching.
You know I sold that last book better. The next one is a death cover. Show us your death cover.
Oh, my death cover. Well, my death cover, it is the death of Jonathan Kent.
Jonathan Kent.
Yes, Superman's father.
Oh,
Pa Kent.
Well, we.
That's what I chose. See there, he's having a heart attack, fell over in the funeral
I've
for
never
a
seen
friend
that. I've
series.
never seen that. I haven't seen any of those books.
Yeah,
Because they're so old.
that is a great, another key. Yeah, I'm pulling the keys out, that's right. I'm pulling all the guns out now. Moving on.
So my death cover, I wasn't just going to go be easy and just choose someone dying, right? Of course not. So my cover is
Jeez.
Action Comics 894.
Isn't it strange that we went both Supermans?
Well, this is not Superman.
Oh, how did I know you were going to go a character called Death?
That's
And
right.
again, look at the theme this guy's going with. Another sexy cover.
Sex sells, baby.
See,
I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, but that is not why you chose it.
Yeah, I know, but like all the guys will vote for me if this was actually a voting show. That is the first appearance of Death, I believe, in the DC
Is
universe.
this what you do at work? Like when you said you're a salesman, is this how you sell your products?
Yes,
at
I
work?
say sex sells, baby. Don't buy off me. I love this cover. It is done by David Finch. David Finch? David Finch.
I don't know, is there a signature there?
It says
It looks like David
It says Finch. David Finch cover, beautiful cover of Death. It even has Death written on the massive writing on the front. It is a
He's
beauty.
really, again with the, oh man.
Death is one of my favorites.
That is, what, you better wipe that stuff down, mate.
Yeah, I should. Next cover is a Joker cover. I thought I was gonna do well in this category until I went through all my Joker books and I was like, these covers suck. So I've no doubt that Mark will destroy me in this category. So I had to go for a classic. I had to go for a book that everybody knows. They're like, oh mate, that is a classic. That is an absolute classic, right? Because I knew I couldn't beat you in this category. I had to go with Alex Ross.
Good, that's good. Good choice. Oh,
That's right. First appearance of Harley Quinn in DC continuity. Everyone knows that's classic, right? Classic.
Yeah, I don't even have that one.
I was after this, and then someone bundled it together with a second print Killing Joke
Nice.
for pretty cheap. I paid maybe $120 for it both. So I was quite.
It's a nice cover. I've
quite-
always loved that cover. Alex Ross, you can't really go wrong.
Show us what you got.
But again, with the female. Like this guy, yeah, you got to run his thing there, mate. So, my one is Batman 614. It's part of the Hush storyline, and it has Punchline. Look at that. Punchline, right there.
Did that come out in?
Look at
That
that.
is the first appearance of Punchline.
Huh? June 2003. There you go. Now let's have a look at that again, huh?
Punchline.
Punchline,
Wait,
upside
you're
down
telling me
Joker.
You're using Punchline to sell your book.
Look at that, huh? Punchline. There you go, Batman 89. Pooh.
Very good, very good. All right, that's good. No, you definitely got me in there. I didn't see that one coming. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the sexy cover.
Oh,
Mate, how much sexier can it
If
get?
you don't destroy
How
me in
much
this one,
sexier can it get?
if you don't destroy me in this one, I don't know, mate. If all your books were sexy and this is actually your category, I can't wait to see what
It
it
was
is.
hard for me to choose, actually. I found it quite hard.
I can imagine.
You're going first for this one? I remember this on comic books. I remember the Buffy with the milk
Yes.
ads. I remember that.
He's referring to the back.
Ooh, look at that.
He's referring to the back. So, this is my sexy, which is Danger Girl, issue 2, right, from the first series. So that is my sexy cover.
It's pretty sexy.
It's pretty sexy.
Pretty sexy.
It is pretty sexy. Yep.
J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. There's his signature right there. There you go. It is one of my favourite images of his. And yep, that's my sexy cover. Danger Girl was all the rage. Back then, it was huge. It was absolutely huge.
Scott Campbell is obviously very well known for drawing
Yes,
sexy covers.
100%.
This guy tries to go with nudity, right, to sell his sexiness, right? But
It is. What did we try?
clothes can also be sexy, Mark. Leaves more to the imagination. So, my sexy cover. Obviously, there was a lot to choose from in my collection. You got J. Scott Campbell, obviously very well known for drawing sexy ladies, but who else is? Stanley Lau. So, I went with an Art Germ cover because there is nothing sexier than a Selena Kyle done from Art Germ there. Look at her. Classy.
Yeah, very. I like that
It's got
outfit.
class.
I like that outfit. I love that.
that.
To be honest, that's one of my favourite covers of
Look
Art Germ.
at that, ladies.
Not only
and
that,
gentlemen.
check out all the motifs that he put, all the cat motifs in the archway and stuff.
Oh.
Absolutely love it.
Oh, I never noticed that because I was looking at other things on the cover. But look at those cats. You like cats? I like
Actually, it's
cats.
one of my favourite covers, to be
Look
honest,
at that.
of Art Germ's Catwoman covers.
This guy admitting defeat.
It is no way defeat, it's appreciation. Nudity, bubbles, and a gun.
And a gun. This is classy, sexy. Classy. Something I am not. All right, we're getting to the tail end, boys and girls. 2 more Comicgories left. This is going to be a long video. Hopefully people have stuck with us. So, signed cover is the second last Comicgory here. Now, I mean, already I can see the back of his comic's got a certificate of authenticity, so he's already got me beat there. I have no doubt that Mark was going to beat me in this category. Originally, I was like, all right, Mark's going to destroy me. So I was originally going to bring in my Pokemon comic because I had 3 signatures. I was like, oh, 3 signatures will unite to beat one. But I changed my mind this morning.
You can't, they've got to be yours, they can't be Ash's.
Yeah, I signed it myself.
No, they can't, you got to own them. You can't call Ash and say, you've got a Pokemon comic for tomorrow.
This book is a very old book of mine. Again, I mentioned earlier, I had a small collection of comics from my childhood years. This was $1 back in the day. I recently got it signed. So this is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures, issue 1 from back in the day, back on Archie Comics. And it's signed by Kevin Eastman, which I got it signed recently. And as you probably know, Kevin Eastman likes to put a little turtle doodle
Nice.
on the cover. So his signature's kind of cool, and he likes to talk a lot. Kevin Eastman, I waited in line for way too long. I'm never doing that again. Now I also know in the comic book world, Kevin Eastman's signature is not hard to get. Peter Laird's is the one you want if you want to get a real collector's item. But this is Kevin Eastman. I'm pretty happy with that, considering I've had this book for so long. I remember when I handed it to the lady's like, oh, do you mind if I take it out of the bag so prepare it for him to sign? And I said to her, I hadn't opened this since I was a kid. So I said to her, yeah, that's fine, but bats might fly out. Let's see what the veteran has in all these years collecting comics.
So first of all, when I was collecting and I was a younger collector and stuff, and I wasn't more about the keys. I love the signature. I absolutely love the signature. So I used to buy signed comics because, you know, being Australian here in Australia, couldn't go to America and get shit signed. There was no conventions here, so yeah, you would have to buy stuff, you know, from, you know, Dynamic Forces and stuff like that, from companies that provide certificates. And one of the things that I did, because I love the Hush series.
I'm excited to see this.
So the Hush series, I bought a lot of the signed Hush stuff. So one of my favourite covers of that Hush series was where Batman and Superman were fighting, and on the cover had Superman standing over Batman with his hand around his throat. So I had to get that signed, and there it is, signed by Jim Lee, the artist. It is the first time in continuity that Batman and Superman go up against each other in a
What
fight.
year was that?
2003.
Does it not count when Batman punched Superman in Death in the Family?
There you go. That was just a punch. It wasn't a full-on battle. This was a V versus V in continuity. And that's one thing why I love that storyline, Hush, because a lot of firsts happened in that storyline. Signed by Jim Lee, and it's even numbered. I got a really low number, so I was happy. You know, certificate, and you know, absolutely one of my prized possessions. Absolutely love this book. So the last one.
Last one, all right. So this is the category of categories, right? Romance covers. Now, apparently you've got one that's a bit of a, is it an outside of the box?
Outside of the box. So I also went outside the box.
I didn't go outside of the box for mine.
So this is a comic book. I'm not sure what year it was, to be honest, but it is, try to interpret that. It is, how should I say, to quote, looks like love at first sight to me. That is my romance. Look at that. Nice little kiss under the thing. Look at that. The face hugger. Gotta love a good face hugger.
Okay.
Bang.
I didn't expect that.
Didn't expect that. Absolutely one of the most scariest and beautiful art I've ever seen. I love it. Absolutely love it. Ooh, nice smooch. That's my romance cover. It's all about the romance.
I'm thrown off guard here, because mine is all about romance. This book has now become, I think it might be one of my favourite covers, maybe the favourite cover of mine. My Heroes of Crisis one I showed you was also one. My Catwoman issue 15 variant from RJ was also one, but he's not that one.
Look at him spinning off all the other books he's coming.
But this book might be one of my favourites, because it definitely is all about romance, and it's cute AF.
I don't know what that means. You with your,
there's even romance.
Your modern language.
AF.
Talk old school.
As fuck. There's even romance in the title. This is issue 1 of Love Romances from my Spider-Man Kiss collection. Oh, come on, man.
I'll give you that.
Come on, man.
I'll give you that, yeah.
We're talking romance here. Does it get any better than that cover right there? Oh my goodness, it's got upside down kiss. It's got Mary Jane looking cute as hell. It's got Peter Parker hiding a rose behind his back. Mate, if that isn't romantic, I don't know what is. That is Love Romances, issue 1. Dawderman.
You're the one selling it.
Young Guns variant cover.
I gotta help you.
Look at that. It is a beauty. It is possibly my favorite cover ever.
Ooh, that's saying a lot.
I was so scared to take it out even, because this is the most crisp book I've ever been sent as well. I've never bought a book off shelf or been sent one that was this crisp. I'm gonna get that graded one day. That is our show for today. I hope you had a fun one. And like I said, please do check out Comicgories. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will leave a link to one of their episodes at the end of this video. Bit of fun today, Mark?
Yeah, definitely. First Wednesday with no new releases. So I'm glad to keep going and keep staying in videos. I know I can't hug you, but you know, from a distance. You know, but you know, have you in my life.
Why?
Now back to the competition. I'm going to kick you out. Make sure you vote for me. Make sure you put your own list as well.
There are no losers on this show today. Let us know in the comments what you thought of some of these covers. Let us know what you would pick for some of these categories, and I will literally look them up, because I love looking at covers. No more new comic book days, but we will still make some videos. In fact, this might be the last one I make with you though in the New 50 Noob. When Mark returns, it will be the rebranding, the Noob rebirth. I'm going to rebrand this show, but there's only a few more episodes of this, and then that's it. Reboot.
The dreaded word in the comic book community. Reboot.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow us on our social media, at Big City Comics on Instagram, at the New 50 Noob. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this content. Make sure you subscribe if you're new and you enjoy this sort of stuff. And until next time, say goodbye, Mark.
Goodbye, Mark.
Keep it simple.